Hi, okay, today what we're going to talk about is we're going to talk about controlling distance control and speed when you're putting. You know, people stand there, especially with winter, you're trying to hit a putt and it keeps coming up short. So what you tell yourself to hit it harder. What happens? You either race it past or you still don't give it enough. What I've been developing over the past year is kind of a way to combat that. And the way I've found is to actually give every speed a number. You know, so if you take a 10-foot putt, for example, on a standard green in the summer, we might say we need to hit this putt at 10. Rather than thinking about club head speed, what we're going to do is think about ball. So what we're going to do is, no matter what technique you use, no matter how far back you go, no matter how quick you come through, all we're going to try and do is exert 10 mile an hour, if you'd like to say 10 mile an hour worth of impact power onto the ball, and make that ball go 10 miles an hour. The whole key is making the ball go the speed required for that distance. Should we then have a 6-foot putt on the flat again, we could say, you know, it might need a power of 6. The ball needs to come off at 6 mile an hour to go 6 feet. The great thing is, we've then got an uphill putt, 10 feet uphill, we can then say, you know, guess what, we probably need a 12. So the great thing is, you kind of build this characteristics of what your golf course is like. Then come to the winter for a good example. What might be a 10 in the summer, you then go on a putting green, you kind of work out maybe it's a 14 in the winter. The great thing then is, you then go onto the golf course, you know 10 feet on a flat putt's now 14 for power. You're not trying to hit it harder, all you're trying to do is make the ball go at 14. That's the whole fact of it. You then get an uphill putt, 10 foot uphill. In the summer, it might be a 12. Winter, guess what, it's a bit slower, you might need to hit it at 16 if the flat's 14. Vice versa as well for downhill putts. The whole key here is, you find your base level for putts, you give it a number, you create ball speed. You're trying to make the ball go the speed you require it to, not the club head. This makes you more reactive, this takes away the worry about technique, looking at path. You're not worried about that, all you're trying to do is make that ball go at a certain speed. What we're going to do now is just hit a few putts and kind of give you an example of what it's actually like. Okay, what we're going to do to start with putts at varying distances. So this is a putt here, it's 9 feet slightly up the hill. So what we're going to do is try and actually hit this ball and make it go 9. We'll say it's uphill, so let's go, we're going to do it one more. So we're going to try to make the ball come off at a speed of 10. Next one here, we're a bit further away, we're about 14 feet, so guess what, if the last one was 10 from 9, this one probably needs to be about 15. So rather than worrying about how far back or through we go, we're going to stand there and just try and hit this, make the ball come off at 15. A bit further away now, so what we're now going to do is try and make the ball come off at 18. This is a great way to control putt heads, you know, ball speed, and really improve your putting.